Alright, what's the deal, family? Welcome back to the place to do the best. That's the real TV. You know me, man. It's your boy Mo, back with another video. Coming to y'all with something real slight, real simple. You already know, man. I haven't been in the lab cooking up in a long time, but I was running a lot of bunch tight end recently. I found a few money plays off of one concept that I'm really comfortable with, and it's just this tight end corner play. I find it like most effective against like cover 3, but you can also run it against a stock cover 2. And you really got to know how the zones play to really manipulate this, but it's just gonna depend on how people are adjusting. A lot of people are running stock cover 3 a lot nowadays, and I don't know why. It's not really a read, but so when you come out and you talk about running this cover 3 beater out of the tight end corner play, you really got to understand how the zones are gonna play. It's a lot of stuff that plays into you being able to throw this streak, because for the cover 3 beater, it's not a lot of adjustments to the play, and it's not a lot that you're really gonna do to make the play special. But you want to run it to the wide side of the field and make sure you flip it. You don't want to just run it, come out and run it. You want to make sure you flip it. So if you're gonna try to throw the cover 3 beater, come out, have the trips on the short side of the field, and then flip it. The reason why you want to do that is because when you come out and somebody's playing a cover 3 defense, most good players are going to have defensive auto flip on. So with that being said, when they have on the defensive auto flip and they start going through their pre-play adjustments, most people are going to be baseline and pressing against this because they don't got to worry about getting burnt over the top necessarily outside. So they're going to have that guy trying to play hard to like a corner route or something. Most people will move their safety down. Most good players will move their safety down, but you don't got to worry about that too much. Now right here, I'm about to quarterback spot this linebacker because that hook curl is going to end up bumping the streak, and if it bumps the streak, it's going to throw off the whole momentum of the play. But that doesn't happen often, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to be usering this guy right here, or they might be usering this guy. So you just kind of gotta, you know, get a feel for it in game. And I should have probably had some clips to show you guys from like in game, but I don't right now, and I actually really regret that right now for this video. But it's really simple, man. I'm gonna get off this linebacker. He's in a quarterback spot anyway though, but you're just gonna see it right here. When you snap this ball, he gets unbumped, flying out of there, and you can pass lead that up and diagonal to the right, and you're gonna get a rack ag right there. But a lot of times you're gonna be able to throw that for a one play touchdown. And so you see it right here, what I'm talking about with the coverage, how the safety lines over the trip side. If you flip it, it's not gonna flip again. It flips once the play comes out initially. It flips. It's not gonna flip again unless they do it themselves. A lot of players aren't going to flip the defense themselves because they've made so many adjustments. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be like a shell of itself. So it's really going to throw off, you know, how they, you know, set up their defense to be effective. And you see it right there. The only reason you aren't able to throw the one play touchdown the first time is because of how I put the safety over there. The safety, I move the safety over. The more you move the safety over, the harder it's going to be to throw this route. But safety over is going to depend on your quarterback. Once they move this safety over, let's say you've been throwing this cover 3 beater, a smart player is just going to flip the adjustments, but smart players also move this guy over, and they're like, okay, if I move him over, he's not going to be able to throw this, right? So then you'll get a look like this, and this is when you start to create problems for yourself, because you could easily just streak that tight end up or anything, but that's a whole different conversation. We're not gonna have that talk right now in this video. That's not the point of this video. The only way you're gonna be able to throw this cover 3 beater when they move the safety over like that is just to streak this outside guy right here, and then you leave the play stock like that. You see it right there. Quarterback like Russell Wilson is gonna be able to roll out the pocket, touch past that, pass lead it up to the right on the run, which is a really good thing about a quarterback like Russell Wilson. And you see it right there, get an easy one play touchdown, man. That's just a really simple concept, man. That's just the cover 3 beater. Now when you come in and you talk about just running a play stock, let's say somebody comes out in a stock cover 3 and they play with purples. This is going to be really easy for you to get consistent yards. And I'm going to get off of that guy right there because I keep moving him out and forgetting, but let me get off of him real quick. You talk about running a play stock, man, it's gonna be another really simple thing to do. Even if they come out and run it with clouds, man, you can run the play pretty much exactly how it is and just drag this guy and curl him or streak him here. You know, whatever you really want to do with this play, you can do. You can streak this guy and curl this guy. Oops, I messed up the play art. You can drag the tight end, curl X, you know, and streak B, and this will be a really good setup for a base cover 3 look. You see it right there. You go ahead and get a nice little decent piece of yards, and it's just gonna depend on how they start using that, which is where you decide to make your adjustments. Yo, I like this concept against cover 3 a lot. It just gives you another option, because let's say they start adjusting for your like cover 3 beater, or for like the simple way that you're running a play, you know what I'm saying? So let's say you come out to the short side of the field and they know like, okay, he's gonna flip it. Well, now you don't have to adjust really anymore. You can just run the play like this. Go ahead and streak this outside guy, and then just drag your tight end. And then you're gonna see it here. If they baseline and press and play clouds on the short side of the field, you're gonna be able to throw this corner route with that coming back across. You see it right there. Pass lead that towards the sideline. You get a possession catch against the cover 3 cloud flats. You still gonna be able to throw that drag route as well, but that's just to the short side of the field, man. So that's the really simple setup and adjustments against cover 3. Now you're gonna come over and you're talking about running it against like Tampa 2. It's gonna be a really simple play call. I mean, you can literally run the play just about stock against the Tampa 2 look, and so you just want to let me put these guys in their zones. I'm gonna do that, just quarterback spy that guy. But now against a basic Tampa 2 look, let's say come out in a regular Tampa 2 like this, and they baseline. So there it is. That's how the play art's gonna look, and 9 times out of 10 that guy's gonna get bumped now because of the baseline. So you probably want to streak this guy, and then you're just gonna see it right here. That out route is pulling that cloud flat all the way down, so you can throw that huge corner route over the top out there, that's great play. But you're gonna have to run that to like the wide side of the field. You can't run that to the short side of the field, or you're gonna get stuff like that all day long. You're not gonna be converting anything running this to the wide side of the field. But you can also throw it to the opposite side to this tight end, and you're just gonna see it right here. You come out and snap it. You see the tight end running out there. You could throw it deep down the field to that tight end. So that's something I really love about the cover. That throwing this against cover 2, you got so many options against the cover 2, man. You're never really gonna have to worry about where you're going with the ball against the cover 2 defense. It's very simple, very straightforward. Really big play concept that a lot of people run is cover 4. A lot of people are still going to come out in baseline and press their cover 4. And since it's like a 3-4 odd, they're going to be putting these guys in hard flats and kind of moving them out. Now, this is another concept that I found against this. Really love it, man. It's a really good concept. It hits right up underneath the zones for you to throw nice dots consistently. Streak the inside slot guy. Drag your tight end, drag the outside guy. Then you can motion over this nice post right here. Well, it is a corner, but it turns into a post. And you want to snap it before he gets out there to like play. You see it right there. You can throw that in a nice tender spot of the defense, man, right as he breaks. But it's also, once again, going to depend on the user, which is something that you don't really get that feel with practice mode, which is really unfortunate, but we all know that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to depend on what his user is doing. Keep that stuff in mind, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It is a lot longer than usual. I don't usually do long, like, you know, videos explaining like plays and concepts and stuff like that and why I'm running and stuff, but I'm going to start to go more in depth with the videos so you guys can understand more, and hopefully just so you know, it just helps the overall quality of the video. I think that it would. But shout out to everybody who subscribes to the channel. We have 1.1k subscribers. We still grinding. We still trying to progress every day and get better and better, man. So if you guys subscribe, that's greatly appreciated, man. I appreciate all the subscribers. I need everyone. Every single one counts, man. So even if you never gonna click on my channel again or watch any of my other videos, click that subscribe button. It means a lot. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, like I said already, man. So it's been your Mo. You watch Real TV. Just get it. Come on.